Hello everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to talk about payment gateway and how you can add your payment gateway into your website. And the website that I'm going to use for today is Shopify. Now for those who are unfamiliar with the terms of payment gateway, basically payment gateway is a third parties that are going to help you to receive payment from your customer, because when you're trying to sell online, you might get a variety of customer that has a different payment method on hand. So you'll want to try to find something that is going to be the middle ground of how you want your customers to pay. The most easiest one, or the one that is probably the most famous payment gateway, is probably PayPal. As you can see right here, I already have PayPal integrated into my Shopify, and I can see that the transactions fee for every transactions that are made with PayPal is going to be charged with 1% of the transactions. While PayPal might be a good idea or a good options for a checkout or for payments in a website, there are some issues that cannot be handled with PayPal. For example, if you're selling in a country that doesn't have its currencies supported by PayPal, it's going to be a problem. And it happens to be my problem. So if you take a look at the store details and you scroll down, you'll be able to take a look at the store currencies informations. And I'm currently using IDR, or Indonesian rupiah, as my currency, and I got notifications that says PayPal does not support the currency you selected. I will not be able to use that gateway, and I will have to disable it or change the store's currency to a currency supported by PayPal. I can change the store currencies to USD if I want, just so that people will be able to use PayPal as the payment method. But you can see that changing the currency will update the currency of all of the market. So I will have to update the pricing, shipping rates, etc. to prevent unexpected result at checkout, which means it's going to be a little bit of a problem if I don't have a lot of customer that will actually pays my goods with dollar. For example, I will want to focus my market in the local area, which means that they're going to pay with IDR. I don't think that using USD just because I want people to be able to pay me with PayPal is going to be very helpful. So that is one of the reasons why you will want to add more than one payment gateway for your website, in case your first option is going to find, or it's going to have a problem along the way. So I think I'm just going to leave this one be for now. And I'm still going to show you how you can use PayPal as your payment gateway on your website. Alright, so when you go to PayPal, you'll be able to see a business tool options. But the PayPal dashboard that I'm showing you right now is actually a PayPal dashboard for business PayPal, and not a personal PayPal. So what you're going to do is you want to click on the business tools, and then you'll be able to see this PayPal checkout option. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click on the PayPal checkout and then click on get started. Here you'll be able to see two options. Either you want to have a custom built site and use coding as a way to integrate PayPal as your payment gateway, or you can just get the PayPal payment buttons by clicking on set up a buttons right here. So this is how the button or pay link editor looks like. First, you're going to want to pick on the settings, whether we want it to be a one set price or whether we want the settings to be according to what the customer picks from a list, or customer sets the price. So let's say that I want it to be the customer picks from list, and then here I'm going to add the name. So one of the product that I have is actually a cookies, so I'm going to add the chip cookies. And for the shipping fee, let's say it's going to be free and I don't put any tax on it. Or for the product name, I'm just going to name it cookies because I have different type of cookies. Then for the item name, this one is going to be the chip. And the price is going to be, let's say, $4. Alright, so, and then I can also add another options for the cookies. So I also have red velvet with the same price, which is $4. And then one last options for me is going to be the mixed flavor for $5. Alright, so this is how it looks like right now. And on the right side of the screen, you'll be able to see on how the checkout or the payment page will look like on the form of mobile and desktop. And then you can also let the customer to buy more than one at a time. And then let's say maximum quantity orders that customers can have. So let's say 2 or maybe 5. I'm just going to leave it as 5. Then you can also settings on how you want the button to look like. So I personally will want it to be horizontal instead of vertical. And then it's going to be a pill and not a rectangle. And I want it to be black. Alright, that looks good. Then you can change the button text. I'm just going to leave it as PayPal for now. Then click on build it. Then you'll be able to see the payment link, the button code, as well as the QR code to help people pay for your product. So the button code is the one that you're going to want to use if you want to put this payment options into your website. But since I'm using Shopify, the payment method is actually already integrated into my Shopify, so I don't really have to put any codes into it. Now let's try and check how it looks like on my website. Alright, so this is the product page of my website, and as you can see, I already have this buttons created into my website because I integrated directly through the website. And that is one of the things that you also would want to consider when you're trying to choose a payment gateway for your business, is whether your payment is supported by the website that you're using or not. So that is the PayPal checkout. Now I also have other options, which is the Stripe.com. This one also allows you to create a checkout or payment link for your website. So all you have to do is go to payment, and then you can choose whether you want to create a payment or create a payment link or create an invoice. Let's say I want to create a payment link. Then all you have to do is add your product. So for example, here again, I'm going to add my cookies. Then it's going to be USD and the price is $4. Add a product. You can also add an image through here so that your customer will know what is it that they're buying. Then you can let the customer to adjust the quantities, and let's say the maximum is just going to be 10 or 5. All right, and then you can add another product if you want. I'm just going to leave it just once for now because, you know, you get the idea. And you have the options to collect the customer addresses if you want. And I would like to collect the billing and shipping address. Then you will have to select on the country. So let's see if I can find my country. All right, so got it right here. Save it, and then I will want to require my customer to provide a phone number just in case something goes wrong. And I don't want to add any advanced options, and then go ahead and click on create links. All right, now I got the links created, and now all I have to do is use this link as the checkout options if anyone would like to buy my product. Now I believe Stripe is not supported by Shopify, so I'm going to try and check at the payment sections right here, and I'm going to see if it could be a payment provider. or it could be a supported payment method. So let's say I'm going to find for Stripe, and yes, there is no result, so I will have to use another third parties in order to incorporate Stripes into my Shopify, or I can just try to find other forms of payment method and then use the code to incorporate it into my Shopify. Now, the last payment method that I would like to suggest if you are in area near, let's say, Asia, is Xendit. Xendit is another alternative for PayPal, and it's very useful. You can just sign up. It's very easy. All you have to do is add your email and then insert some data. For example, if you're a corporate, if you already have your own corporation, you will need some corporate data. But if you are still an entrepreneur, you can just add your ID on Xendit, and then you're going to be able to create your account. And with Xendit, I will be able to again create payment links or use QR code as my payment or accept payment. And the good thing is Xendit is actually a supported payment method with Shopify. So if I click on Xendit right here, I have the Xendit payment gateway, and I can use this as a payment options. All I have to do is just install it, and then people can start paying for my product with the help of Xendit. And personally, this is very useful because there's a lot of payment method that can be done through Xendit. So this is probably going to be the primary payment gateway that I'm going to use if I'm going to stick with IDR as my currency. So the summary of what I'm trying to show you with this tutorial today is you're going to want to play around with your payment gateway. You'll want to choose the one that is the most suitable for you, and the way you do that is by considering the fee of each payment gateway. Because if you remember at the first of the video, I show you that with PayPal, you will actually have to be charged 1% for each transactions, and Stripe and Xendit probably have their own regulation when it comes to transactions fee. So you'll want to consider whether the transactions fee is worth it for you or not. You're going to want to see how easy that payment gateway is going to be, either it's for you or for your customer. And then last but not least, you're going to make sure that the payment gateway is supported by your website, whether it's in the way of code or whether it's directly supported inside of your website. And that's basically it. That is how you can set up payment gateway and connect it into your website. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.